There's something on your mind, not something new. You've thought about it for months, maybe longer. And every few days, it surfaces. You run it again. Consider it. Turn it over. Then something else comes up and it settles back. Still open, still there. You're still deciding. You've been deciding a while. Not because the information keeps changing. Not because you're waiting on something external. You have what you need. You've had it for a while. But something still stays open. The loop doesn't close. You're not deciding. You're rehearsing. The difference between deciding and rehearsing is whether anything closes. There are moves that keep it open. One more conversation about it. One more read. One more look at the numbers. And none of it changes the answer. You already know the answer. But gathering more feels like you're doing something. Or just waiting to feel ready. Ready arrives when conditions are right. When it's clearer. When the moment feels correct. The moment has come close several times. You let it pass. Still not quite ready. Feeling ready isn't a condition for deciding. It's what you're using to avoid it. Open feels manageable. Nothing has to be paid yet. No identity admitted. No path closes. You can still be the person who hasn't decided, which means you can still be the person who got it right. The loop stays open. The cost stays deferred. You stay possible. And deciding would make you responsible for what comes next. But that loop isn't neutral. Something is running in the background. Every day it sits undecided. It draws something. Not attention exactly. Wait. It's there when you wake up. There between tasks. There when the room goes quiet. You don't notice it as a decision. You notice it as low-level drag. Not urgent. Just never absent. The open loop has a cost, whether you're looking at it or not. Processing isn't free. It just charges differently. I've had those loops. All different versions of the same thing. Running them without closing them. And what I noticed wasn't the decision itself. It's what happened when I finally stopped rehearsing. Nothing changed about the information. Nothing changed about the risk. I just stopped treating it, not yet, as a place to live. The loop closed. Something cleared. Not because it was the right call, but because it was a call. The relief wasn't certainty, it was closure. You can feel the difference now between thinking about something and deciding, between moving it around and closing it. You know when you're rehearsing. You've known for a while. Calling it still processing doesn't change what it is. Adults close loops. Children keep processing them. You can still rehearse it, still let it run. You just can't call it deciding anymore. And that distinction costs something. There's something on your mind, still there, still running. You know what you need to do to close it. Not what you need to know, what you need to do. What are you calling still thinking that is actually just refusal to pay the cost of closure?